Okay, so here is our doll head that does not have the shag cut in it yet. So this was just a long layered haircut that I did in one of my past videos. So what we're gonna do first is start out by sectioning below the point of recession and just above the temple. I'm gonna go up, down, up, down. So I'm creating a zigzag parting. Get this out of the way. And then continue that to the other side. Can't press too hard or I'll knock over the doll head stand. Check it and see if it's fairly even on either side. So I'm gonna get in front of the camera just a little bit. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm gonna do is first get all this hair up out of the way. And I'm doing this zigzag parting just so that the hair is very, very soft, but still disconnected. And so it won't give any really hard lines having the zigzag parting. You could do these, do this with a straight parting as well if you just wanted to do, just kind of a horseshoe shaped parting around the side. But I liked the zigzag because it makes the pieces fall very softly, very just kind of lived in once I was done. And so I really liked that. So before I get started, I always love to remind anyone who's learning from me that there are countless different ways to do haircuts. This is just one way I came up with. If it serves you, wonderful, and I hope it blesses you behind the chair. If not, totally fine. There are probably millions and millions of other ways to create a shag mullet or a shullet or whatever we're wanting to call it. So I hope this is fun. I hope it serves you well. But if not, I totally understand. There's just so many different ways to do things. So I'm gonna grab my scissors and we'll get started. Okay. So her design line is not cut yet. I'm gonna actually cut that last in this particular cut. What I wanna do first before I get started with the top is I want to start removing some weight from underneath. I'm not gonna really mess around with too much around the face because I'm gonna do that in a different step. But for now, I wanna just start getting this to where it's a little bit more collapsed, a little bit more piecey and disconnected through the bottom. And you can kind of do as much or as little of this step as you want to. If you wanted a lot more full at the bottom, you don't even have to do this part. So what I'm gonna do is start by taking a section, and none of this is very sectioned out and perfect. It's definitely a very soft textured look. And I'm just gonna start sliding down the section. And you can see that I'm creating a little bit of pieciness and softness through there. And the point is that this is going to disconnect from the crown even more. So if the person's hair was really full, you can do this as well. If their hair is really coarse and tends to stick out, then I wouldn't start so high up. I would start a little lower and see how their hair responds to this technique. typically with this, you'd want to stand a little bit more in front of your work. Obviously, I'm standing off to the side so that I'm not in the way of the camera. And again, not getting too close to the face. This is about the last piece I will take near the face. Okay, so I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. If when I'm done, I decide that I want more, I can always section it back up and start again.
Usually it's something that moves.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is pin back all underneath. And you can do this by braiding it or just clipping it back, but we just kind of want it out of the way.